Have you ever stayed up at night saying, what would I do? How would I provide for me and my family? I know that last year I was terrified as a single mom. What am I gonna do for my kids, for my babysitter? How do we survive? Heaven forbid something happens. Well, this is a wonderful product from a company that is amazing. It's called Wise Company, and it's the 124-serving emergency meal preparedness kit. We've never done what we're doing here today, where you are getting 124 servings. For the first time ever, we're including the fruit and the veggies. You used to have to buy that separately. For the first time ever, we're throwing in a patented water bottle with a 100-gallon filtration system. It is so complete and comprehensive. We're talking breakfasts and lunch and dinners and snacks, even milk, and then that water filtration system. So what a great product. And think about this. For $19.99, free shipping and handling, this is peace of mind. That's priceless. And look, not only for emergencies, heaven forbid, you know, we hope you never have to use this, but think outdoors adventures this summer. Think hiking, camping, going to the beach, always having something on hand. Heaven forbid you're stuck in your home. So not just for tragedies, but just for you to have that peace of mind knowing you can nourish your family. Always Wise products become customer picks, and they don't even have this kit on their website. Only we're doing it, and we're honored to provide it for you. Stephanie Roberts is here to tell us all about it. She is our brand ambassador. And Stephanie, you can't even get this kit on their website. What we're doing here today, one day only. Amazing.
Exactly, and so exciting because of the fact that we're including fruits, we're including vegetables, and we are including this water filtration bottle. Every Wise meal that you are going to see comes to life, if you will, only by adding water. It doesn't have to be hot water, room temperature, cold tap water, any kind of safe drinking water. But what if your drinking water might not be safe? What if you've been without power for days and days? Hence the water filtration bottle. Because we are including this in this 124-serving configuration, you absolutely can have everything you need coming to you in this grab and go bucket to get through an emergency with your family. So I really love the thoroughness of this deal. It's the first time we've put in the fruits, vegetables, and filtration bottle, and it's a great idea. So let me tell you a little bit about Wise. Wise is different than other emergency food. I know what happens. You heard the word emergency food and you thought, gross. One of those things you know you should have, but boy, I hope I never have to eat it. Wise is different. This is gourmet emergency food. What that means is Wise started with chefs. Chefs write these recipes. If it says it's supposed to have vegetables and spices in it, they're in there. Not knockoffs, not flavors. The real deal is in there. The chefs make the food taste great. But what sets Wise apart from every other company out there is the packaging. It's what's done in what's called a modified atmospheric package. What's that mean to you? This pouch rocks. It is special. It seals out the humidity. It seals out the oxygen. It seals out the moisture. It seals out heat so that everything sealed in this pouch will be shelf stable, safe to eat, ready to use for up to 25 years.
I can't even wrap my head around that. Yeah. Because how did you prepare last year? You know, I know for me, Stephanie, you and I were talking about it. I was picking up tuna fish cans, mac and cheese.
They expire.
Baked beans. I was buying all this stuff. I wasn't near prepared. And then I couldn't find water, okay? Look at, this is a map. This is true. This is real. Look at everything that happened in the U.S. Looks kind of scary. So when you think for $20, that's like 4 drinks at the local coffee house.
Exactly.
Okay?
That's last year's weather map of events. And where did you fall in it? If you got skipped last year, you may not skip this year, or next year, or in 5 years, or in 10 years, or in 25 years. This is what makes Wise so special. You make the decision to do something for your family, and you're done for 25 years, so that no matter what happens, if it's the flood of a lifetime, you've got it. If a fire is bearing down, which is so scarily happening to so many folks in Colorado, thousands have evacuated this week. What would you do if something was barreling at your home right now? Well, you'd go, of course, keeping your family safe, but what are you gonna eat? You grab this and go. Whether you are stuck in your home without the resources around you, or whether you have to evacuate, you have to eat. It is a basic fact of life. You insure your home just in case. You insure your car just in case. You have medical insurance, hopefully, in case of illness. What is your food insurance? FEMA says you should have 3 days minimum per person in your household at all times. This is enough food for one person for 2 weeks, for 2 people for 1 week, and a family of 4. This will give you the FEMA recommended 3 days of food. But that's the minimum. Do you have it? Did you have it?
No.
Did you have it when Hurricane Irma was coming?
And I didn't have water. And so the fact that we threw in a water filtration system, by the way, water is all you need. You don't need hot water.
Right.
We're doing it for TV purposes. So think about this. We're even throwing in the water bottle with the 100-gallon filter, which means, heaven forbid, I could literally put this bottle and pick up pool water. I can literally take water from a puddle and be okay and be able to prep my meals. For $19.99, this is an absolute must. What do we spend $19 on these days, right? All sorts of stuff, and even stuff that we don't really even need. This is $19.99 and free shipping, and you're getting 25 years of peace of mind and the most comprehensive kit we've ever done.
Absolutely. We're going to talk about all the different 124 servings, but since you were talking about water, I want to show you this because this bottle's amazing. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Hold my glass for you. So this is the water filtration bottle. There is a portable filter inside. No, it is not a gray bottle. The gray is the sludge in my water.
Gosh.
This is essentially dirt water. You know, we got some white stuff floating on the top. I see some mulch. It's just nasty in here, right? That's okay. We made it nasty. In an emergency situation, if I were to scoop water out of a puddle, it would probably look about that appetizing. And here's what would happen. With my water filtration bottle, look at the water coming out. Now, obviously, you get a better flow when you're actually sucking it and drinking it, but I can squeeze out filtered water.
And this is 100-gallon.
Okay, you will get 100 gallons through one filter. How confident am I that this water is safe? Tastes like water.
All right,
you ready?
I'm gonna do it.
She made me do it first,
but
that's okay. We'll do it together. Again,
that's enough for me.
Muddy, sludgy, disgusting water.
Here we go.
Water filtration.
You don't even taste anything.
You would have no idea that that was dirty water. And trust me, I held my breath the first time. And now I know.
Okay, here's the great thing too. You're getting your water bottle with a 100-gallon filtration filter already. If you want to buy more, we have more right now. I have a feeling those water bottles are going to go, but you can buy extra water bottles for everybody in the family. We've got them at $29.95 and 2 flex right now, so that's definitely a purchase you want to add. But let's talk about what we're getting. 124 servings.
In the 124 servings, there's 5 kind of main entrees, if you will. The hearty beans and pastas and the, you know, stick to your ribs comfort kind of food. So 5 different lunch and dinner entrees. 2 different breakfast style entrees, the apple cinnamon oatmeal and also the maple brown sugar oatmeal. Then the ability to make a pitcher, actually 28 servings, so 2 full pitchers of whey milk. We'll talk about why that can be so important for you. And I know Leslie with young kids will understand that. Then 2 desserts, yogurt, chocolate pudding exclusive to us here at HSN because this is comprehensive. If you're going to be a week without power, we're all going to be wanting some dessert. The kids are wanting some normalcy. Here's the game changer for me, the fruits. 2 different types of fruit, strawberries and apples, 2 different types of vegetables, corn and peas, plus the ability to make sauces for them, and then, of course, the water filtration bottle. This 28-ounce bottle will give you 100 gallons of filtered water, and you can also pick up extra bottles or extra filters. We'll show you more about that.
And that's just it. Wherever you are in the U.S., I mean,
tornado season.
We dealt with this, and this is all the way through November, you guys. And so, I mean, nobody's immune. You know, this could happen at any time, and we pray to God you'll never have to use it. But Stephanie, for me, I think, my goodness, for 20 bucks, a couple of months, right? We've got 5 flexible payments, so in 5 months, I'm done paying this off. To think I don't ever have to worry about this for 25 years, as long as your pouches are unopened and you're getting the cool bucket as well, you don't have to worry for 25 years. You know, you and your family are covered, and so that is priceless to me.
Exactly.
If you want this today, remember, you can add. We have a lot of other things that you can add to your purchase. For me, another water bottle would be a great purchase at $29.95 and the additional flex. But Stephanie, I mean, there is no price tag on peace of mind, on calm, on the wisdom of knowing, you know what, we're going to be okay.
Exactly. And of ease of use, convenience, and quality. And that's what Wise is all about. All I do is add water to any single single entree. All I do is add water. It does not have to be hot water. I cannot say that often enough. I know if you're looking up right now and you see the burner and you think, well, how's that an emergency food if I don't have any power? You don't have to have hot water. Use cold water. Use tap water. Use water from the bathtub if you've happened to fill it. The only important thing is that that water is safe, and that's why the addition of that water filtration bottle is such a big deal. You open the pouch, you add the water, and you let it reconstitute. The reason we have heated the water, it goes a little more quickly warm. But if this was stone cold, in about 15 minutes, I would have a completely wonderful bean dish and recipe that you can see right in front of me here. It's about 15 minutes to completion here, and that is it. Quicker if it's warm, but it sure doesn't have to be.
And you said it, Stephanie, it's stick to your bones goodness. It's that comfort food that we're looking for when we are stressed, when we are worried, when we are scared, when we are cold. This is everything you're getting in your super cool bucket. And remember, all Wise products go on to becoming customer picks. You're getting everything in this configuration, and we'll talk about it. But I mean, essentially breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, milk. You're also getting your way of filtering 100 gallons of water. And it's not just making water taste better. We're talking about filtering out contaminants as well. Who cares if the water tastes good? You want it to be pure and clean. And then you need that water to make all these meals. You don't have to heat it up. We're only heating it up to make it faster on TV. So think about how complete, and this is the biggest, most comprehensive than we've done. For the first time ever, fruits and vegetables included. And remember, freeze-dried and dehydrated at their peak best taste. You know, chef-inspired meals, first time ever, putting in the water bottle with the water filtration system. We've never done anything like this, Stephanie. And you know what? I've only ordered the milk before, so I have the bucket of the milk, because I panicked because the babies are so little. But my producer Paul has this. He says they actually used it last year, and you know what? You didn't have to go to the supermarkets. You didn't have to fight the lines. You didn't have to fight everybody who's stressed and scared. You didn't have to look at those empty shelves and despair.
And
you're
prepared. You had food that tasted like this, okay? I'm gonna make you do the taste, because you don't have this at home, and a lot of our hosts do. This is our savory stroganoff. You know, stroganoff brings to mind mushrooms and creaminess and...
Good.
Would you ever know that came from a pouch?
No.
That could sit on your cabinet?
It tastes like those instant, like those really good, like, pouches that you just,
but you didn't have to cook it.
You didn't have to cook it.
See, there's the difference. A lot of emergency food on the market still has to be cooked. That doesn't make sense. In a true emergency, you're not gonna have the ability to cook. All you do is add water, cold, tap, doesn't matter as long as it's safe.
You know what? The texture's right too.
There's the chef difference.
It's not like you're like, what is this stuff?
This is not an MRE.
You could eat this if you're a camper, a hiker, if you're an outdoors person. It's not just emergency food.
I could eat this on a Tuesday where I have a bad headache, my children need dinner, and I am not going to the store. You know, we all define our emergencies differently. It may be a daily emergency in a very bad rainstorm where mom just can't simply bring herself to go to the grocery store. We've all been there. When you're camping, when you're hiking, why haul things that you may or may not be able to cook? Here's what I think of. Going camping, pouring down rain, can't get the fire started, and still need to eat. Okay, guess what? This will work with any kind of water. I don't need to cook when I'm camping if I don't want to. But the primary reason we do these preparedness events is so that you have what you need in your home for the what ifs. The what ifs of the tornadoes that occurred in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania out of the blue earlier this week, the Colorado wildfires, the lava situation in Hawaii. Everybody has the what ifs. 2017, way too many of us experienced what ifs. The big hurricanes, the problems in Harvey, in Irma, in Maria. But it's okay to have this for the camping. It's okay to have this for the recreational uses. Wise does absolutely everything. They market for recreational use, but they want you to be prepared. I want you to understand how great the food is and how varied this offering is. So we're gonna take a little bit of a tour down the table here and talk about the different things. By the way, you see her storing it under the bed. 25 years in a cool, dry place for everything you see here. So Leslie tried tried the savory stroganoff. That's
good.
One of our favorites. One of the 2 breakfast cereals is the apple cinnamon oatmeal, which we love, and also the beans. Hearty, stick to your ribs kind of foods.
Yummy.
The peas are coming for the first time in one of our configurations. We've typically sold the vegetables separate or the fruits separate. They sell out every time we're here. So we know you want the ability to have that nutrition element back in your diet, even in an emergency situation. So peas are in there. My personal favorite, the creamy vegetable rotini.
Ooh,
Again,
I'd like to try that
all
later.
I'm doing to make this is adding water.
Wow.
It does not have to be hot water. If I was in a true emergency situation, the water that you were storing, because I certainly hope you are storing water for emergency situations, it'd likely be room temperature. You pour the specified amount into a pan, add the food, let it sit, and we're good to go. With room temperature water, about 10 minutes. And I have a meal that looks just like this, ready
and that
to go.
tastes good. Remember,
And
chef
it tastes
inspired.
great.
These are not MREs. I did a story when I was a reporter with some pararescues. I tasted those MREs.
Not
you know
at
what?
all.
God bless our soldiers every single day.
Right.
Because it's not easy. This is not an MRE.
Not at all.
These are prepared and inspired by chefs. 25-year shelf life. Stephanie, I can't get over the shelf life.
It's the technology. The chefs make it taste great. So thanks to Wise for finding great chefs with great recipes and a great ability to balance spice and texture, because that's what makes the food real. It's called vegetable rotini. It's got carrots and peas in it. But the reason it lasts up to 25 years is the technology, the scientists that figured out this pouch. How to seal out the moisture, how to seal out the humidity, how to seal out the air. All those things that make food go bad are sealed out so that my creamy vegetable rotini tastes as great the first week it's home, because I want you to open it and try it, or it will 25 years down the road should you ever need it. You know, one of the things that has amazed me and made me so happy about our HSN community and Wise is that if you go to the HSN website, tons of our Wise products are customer picks. And that tells me that you're trying them. Get it home, try it, and taste the food.
Don't just wait, right? You try it out. See if what we're saying is true, and you'll find out why they become customer picks. So many satisfied customers. In fact, more than 630,000 kits have been sold since we launched Wise at HSN, I think 2014.
Yes.
So think about that. 630,000 people can't be wrong. We got more testimonials for you, and then please come right back. We still have so much more to share with you.
I mean, I don't have to add any other vegetables, any other seasonings. It's all in there. It's really easy.
You know, that part of your life is not going to be in some kind of upheaval. It's pretty much what mom would put on the table.
One of the coolest things about having an emergency plan is being able to check off how you're going to get your water and how you're going to get your food. Because those two staples, once you've kind of put those in the back of your mind, right, and you know that those are already taken care of, then it leaves you a lot more bandwidth to focus on what else might be happening.
That's just it. Life is hard enough every single day. And when you're under stress and when you're under pressure, this is the last thing you should worry about. So you can focus on the other active things that are going on in your life. Think about what it means for you. Maybe you live alone. Think about for you and your partner. Think about if you are a mom and you are responsible for everybody. Last year was my first year where I was on my own completely, and I was scared.
And we had a hurricane.
And I was scared. We hadn't had one in this area, and I was not prepared. So I was buying club soda. Because there was no water on the shelves. There was nothing. And you know what? This area, people were really nice and cordial. We were all getting along. But people don't always act like that. We're scared.
And here's
we're operating out of fear.
That's right. We have so many great systems in this country set up to help people, but it's not enough. And you don't want to have to count on a system. Make yourself self-sufficient. Take care of those you love on your own. When you bring home a Wise emergency food bucket, you have the food you need in your family. With this offering, you have the water filtration bottle that will make your water safe to consume and safe to make these meals with. I love the fact that once you do this, you bring the food home, you've got your water filtration bottle, that's just one less thing to worry about, because your kids are going to be scared. You're going to need to be the comforting, calm adult. You don't want to be stressed about who's going to eat what and where you're going to get it. You're probably going to be worried about your property, because that's usually the type of emergency we have. So you'll be able to focus on, is the house safe? Do we have what we need? Do I have my documents? Because you're not going to worry about food. You can't ignore the need to eat, but yet what have you done about it? Is there enough food in your home? Should the ugly surprise of life show up? I think a lot of us, way too many of us, found out in 2017.
We weren't prepared.
We're not ready. But by the time we found out, it could have been too late. By the time that emergency comes, it's too late. You got to do it now.
And I have to tell you too, the water, adding the water bottle, we've never done that. And that is key, because what you need is water. You don't need to heat it up, you don't need anything, but you need water to be able to eat it. So as long as you've got water source, you're filtering out, and this is a 100-gallon filter. We are throwing it in with the water bottle. If you want to add more bottles, we currently have them in stock. We have replacement filters in stock. So Stephanie, when we run out of the 100 gallons, can we keep buying the filters?
Absolutely. In fact, we're offering a 2-pack of the replacement filters today.
There we go.
Yes, and you can also pick up an extra water bottle because there's been a lot of demand for those. So 100 gallons, this one bottle will filter. If you pick up any extra filters, it's another 100 gallons per filter. We've got 28 ounces in here. So honestly, 28 ounces of water is more than enough to make one of my Wise meals. So a little bit of squeezing, my water's safe, I don't need to heat it. Everything you need is in this bucket. And by the way, the bucket itself, bug-proof, very important. Waterproof, could be important if you're evacuating. And shatterproof. The bucket itself is great.
By the way, we put the item number for the water bottle on the screen. I'm sure that will sell out first as well. The water bottle is $29.95. You might want to consider buying one for every member in the family. We have replacement filters where you get 2 for $39.95. So ask about these extra purchases. But we had people involved in Facebook asking special questions. And so many people talking about repeat the shelf life again. And then also, what about the purity level in the water bottle?
Okay, so 2 very good questions.
Great questions.
All right, I do love our Facebook interactions.
From our customers.
So 25 years is the shelf life. The only prerequisite, it stays in a cool, dry place. So please don't keep it in your garage. Don't put it up in the attic. I keep mine at the top shelf of my pantry. Lots of people keep them under the bed because you've got extra storage space there. You can take it out of the bucket. You can slide the food in an under bed box, wherever you have room. Honestly, the bucket's great all the time. So if you want to utilize that great bucket, just take the food out and slide it under the bed. 25 years in a cool, dry place. Okay. Let's talk again about the water bottle, because I know we have a graphic that I can put up and show you some of the different things that the water bottle filters.
Making the water taste good. This goes beyond taste.
And because it's about safety, quite honestly. I mean, taste is one thing, but we're most concerned about safety. So this water bottle filters out the chemicals that are unsafe to consume. It will take out the chlorine in the water. It will take out the particulates in the water, the solids. It will also take out the tastes, the odors, everything like that, the dirt, as we've seen. But the ones that are most important to get out, the chlorine, the toxic chemicals, the detergents, the pesticides, and the pollutants.
Stress-free water.
The lead, the mercury. Because here's the deal. If you're in a true emergency situation, your power's out, the roads are flooded, you've been in a tropical situation with a hurricane, what's going to happen? The filtration plant in your community is not going to be working. It will not be up to par, which is why we all stand in line and run around for water.
Is to get sick.
Sick.
Now, here's the thing.
This is protecting that.
Many people commented, hey, she had a personal emergency, couldn't get to the store. This saved her. Another person said, has an autistic son who's sensitive to texture of foods and loves the Wise foods. Listen to this. So it's not just emergencies where you're going to have that peace of mind. It's for everyday situations. It's for those of us that plan on doing some traveling this summer, want to be outdoors. You know, you're getting for the first time ever the fruit and vegetables, which a lot of times in these situations, we're not getting any fruits and vegetables. We're not getting any of that fiber, right? Think about that. What we're eating, we've never done that before. We've thrown in, that's usually a separate purchase. We've thrown in the water filtration system, and this is a patented technology, 100 gallons of water. You can buy more filters today as well. We are your source. We're getting you ready. Heaven forbid something should happen. And I keep thinking, the things we've spent $20 on, you know, sometimes you pull it out of the ATM and you don't even, you're like, I know I pulled out 4 of those today. For $20 and free shipping, you are getting peace of mind. You can't put a price on that.
No, and we spend money on so many things we want to buy, we love to buy. There are very few things where I can look at you in the eye and say, you need to buy this. You need to have food insurance in your home of some kind. And I want you to have food insurance that'll be there for 25 years. Not a can of tuna, not a can of pasta, not something you have to cook. That is not emergency food. That will expire. You'll be replacing it every year. Do you have a water filtration system that will not fail no matter what the power situation